Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be discussing about charge versus appropriation. In the preparation of the P&L appropriation account, few adjustments are given which are to be treated as a charge and another are to be treated as appropriation. How we have to differentiate between those, we are going to discuss about the same. So let's continue. Yes, friends, there are two statements in front of us. One is P&L account and second is P&L appropriation account. Now, over above the P&L account, I have written the word charge. What are the charges? Charges are those expenses or those deductions from our profit which are payable whether we make profits or losses. These are the compulsory deductions from our profit. So here, when we have profit and loss account, in this particular account we took our net profit. This statement is prepared before the preparation of P&L appropriation account. In the P&L account, we took the expenses which are to be paid by the firm even if there are losses. That means what? Even if in this particular case, here in the place of the net profit, we are provided with net loss, even then we have to prepare the P&L account and we have to show all these expenses, right? In the question, even if you are provided with the net loss or the net profit, the following expenses will be shown in the P&L account to calculate the profit or loss of the firm, right? So when net loss or net profit is taken at the first step, the second step we have written over here is interest on loan. Interest on loan is payable whether it is having income or not. So here interest on loan may be payable to the bank or the partner's wife or any of the outsider, or even it could be a case of the loan. Like there could be multiple cases where loan may be provided by the bank or partner's wife or any other person, his friend, relative, or it could be the partner himself. All of the interest on loan would be treated as charge and would be shown in the P&L account. Next to that is rent payable. Here rent might be payable to the partner or anyone else. It would always be treated as a charge. It would always be shown in your P&L account, whether rent is payable to the partner or anyone else. Now, point to be kept in mind, rent might be outstanding, might be prepaid. Rent for the year, given year, would be shown in P&L account. Not the prepaid one, not the outstanding. You have to take only the current year valuation over here. Then salary, which is payable to manager, nobody else here. Salary payable to manager or the employees here. No partner is to be kept as here for the salary mention. And then is the commission, which is payable to the manager or which is payable to the employees of the firm, but not any partner. We will not consider for these two expenses any of the partner. Partner won't be written here for salary or commission. Only the manager salary and manager commission, or the employees if there are, that would be shown in your P&L account statement here. So in the P&L account, we took interest on loan, we took rent, we took salary which is payable to manager, and commission which is payable to manager. These are the main things which are to be treated as a charge. But in very of the exceptional cases, there might be any sum payable to the partner. It could be the interest on capital, it could be the salary also, where it might be written that this particular sum payable to the partner is to be treated as a charge. If this word is written that following thing which is payable to a partner is to be treated as a charge, will be shown in the P&L account only, not in the appropriation account. Okay, so P&L account is prepared for the compulsory deductions. Whatever compulsory deductions are that have been named over here will be shown under the head P&L account. Okay. Now, from this particular account, you will get a profit. If you get a profit, it will be transferred to P&L appropriation account. And if there is a loss from this account, that will not be taken to the P&L appropriation account. That would be kept over here. I'll be discussing the point of the loss later on in this particular video only. But firstly, let's discuss about the profit from P&L account. Now, P&L account profit would be transferred to which account? P&L appropriation account. So, in the P&L appropriation account on the credit side, there is word written by P&L account, which is the net profit transferred from your P&L account. If in this particular case we have a profit of, let's suppose, of rupees 80,000, that 80,000 profit would be taken on the credit side of appropriation account. Now, after taking that profit, what we have to do is appropriation. Appropriation is done among the partners. So whatever is due to the partners will be shown in the P&L appropriation. Here, interest on capital, which is payable to the partners, salary, which is payable to the partners, commissions, which are payable to the partners, will be shown in the appropriation account. Same way, if there is any transfer to general reserve, that would also be shown in the appropriation account. Then, if there is any interest on drawings to be charged from the partners, that would also be shown in the appropriation account, but it will be shown on the credit side. Why credit side? Because P&L appropriation account is a nominal account. Debit all losses and expenses, credit all incomes and gains. IOC, salary, commission, whatever is payable to the partners is an expense to the business. And interest on drawings is a income for the business. Interest on drawing is income from the business. How it is a income for the business? Because when partners withdraw money from the business against their profits, then they are supposed to pay interest to the firm. And when they will pay interest to the firm, interest is received by the firm. So for the firm, it is an income. So it is shown on the P&L appropriations credit side. Okay. So now from here, we will get the profit that will be transferred to the partner's capital account or current account. Now, capital or current, that I have discussed in detail for the fixed and fluctuating. For the fixed capital account method, we follow it to the current account, and for the simple fluctuating case, it will be transferred to the capital account. So this is how the P&L account is prepared for the charge expenses, and P&L appropriation accounts are prepared for the appropriations done by the firm among the partners, right? But there is one case left where in the P&L account, rather than getting the profit, we got a valuation of loss. So let's discuss about the same. So if your P&L account, rather than showing the profit, shows any of the loss, right? In the P&L account, rather than getting the value from here, that is of P&L appropriation, that is of profit on debit side, we get a value on the credit side, that would be a loss. Now for the loss, we will not prepare P&L appropriation account. Loss will be transferred to the capital accounts from here only. But there is one exception. What is that exception? P&L appropriation account will be prepared only if there is a case of interest on drawings, right? Because interest on drawings is income to the firm. So for incomes cannot be neglected. Expenses can be neglected. What expenses we have neglected in case of the loss? That is only the appropriations of interest on capital, salary, or the reserve, journal reserves, or any of the commission which were payable to the partner. What I am saying is, in the P&L appropriation account, if there is loss, then loss will not be taken to appropriation. We will transfer from here only to the P&L account, because in case of loss, no salary is payable to the partner, no commission is payable to the partner, no interest on capital is payable to the partner. But if in the question there is a point of interest on drawings, then we will transfer this loss to the debit side of the P&L appropriation account. From there, we will reduce this loss for interest on drawings, and then whatever loss is left, that would be transferred to the partner's capital account. That would be written off from the partner's capital account after deducting interest on drawings. I hope the case is clear to you. If any query, kindly put in the comment box. Thank you, Accountitude. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Keep scoring.